Use your Combust Mercury to gain in life. Namaste. I am Tejaswini and welcome to Astrology and Dharma. Planets get burnt out when they get too close to the sun. These are then called combust planets. Mercury gets evaporated when he gets within 14 degrees of the sun. It is like the sun has eclipsed Mercury. Combust Mercury is a lifetime energy for about 25% of humans. If you have such a close Mercury and Sun combination in your birth chart, then you have some advantages and there are some things which you should be careful about. And when Mercury goes combust in the skies, this affects all of us. Thus, it is very important to be aware of how his energy changes when he gets combust, as all the attributes of Mercury now get absorbed by the Sun. So, what are these keywords of Mercury? Mercury is a neutral force in jyotish. Just like an impressionable teenager, he easily takes on the influences of the other planets around him. He is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo signs and thus controls the natural third and sixth house of the horoscope. We get options in life only when Mercury is powerful, and he is the one who gives us the practical intelligence and courage to choose the right option. And finally, he decides on our perception regarding our karmic fruit. Thus, Mercury is our intelligence, skills, communication, teamwork, confidence, information, and also our brothers, sisters, and cousins and neighbors. Mercury is linked to our money and specifically the gains we get from trade, investment, and the stock market. Mercury is the son of the moon. Thus, he is our direction of thought, the thinking process. He lets us use our memories and the data available in our astral self. He is buddhi, intelligence. And what does the sun indicate? He is your self ego. If used in the right sense, the sun allows you to focus on your own stuff, achieve your own goals. He grants intelligence and enhances the creative genius. But if he is let loose, then the sun creates entitled behavior, selfishness, dryness, and indifference. Mercury is combust for about 20 days at a stretch, and this happens 4 times in a year. This can be a time of exceptional creativity. Your intelligence will be boosted. You will be able to focus single pointedly on your own goals, and you can achieve a lot in this time frame. If you are connected to art, drama, politics, or maybe you are a writer or work with your hands in some way, then you may be able to create genuinely inspired work in this time. The sun is the king of the zodiac, and for Mercury, it is like having a one-to-one interaction with the king. The king is now giving his 100% attention to Mercury, and as the sun absorbs the talents of Mercury, he infuses these with his divine confidence, and this gets reflected in your life in a very positive way. If you have a combust Mercury in your birth chart, then you can be a brilliant financial genius or maybe really very skilled at working with your hands, and you will excel in technical fields, computers, languages, logic. All these will be in your domain. So make it a point to learn more about these topics and use these in your active life. You will succeed in those aspects of life where you are required to work alone and you need the talents of Mercury. So look for such avenues to make the most of your combust Mercury plus sun power. However, there are two things which you should be mindful about. First is try not to offend anyone by your behavior, as self centered mindset will dominate. And the second is, as you are not very interested in the others around you, you might seem to be absent minded or forget important things which can cause problems later. If this Sun and Mercury combo is not auspicious for you in your personal birth horoscope, then you will see some very typical results. For example, you might find that people misunderstand you or you are unable to communicate effectively. This will lead to stress and people may form a very erroneous opinion about you, or you may behave illogically at times. Also, trusting others and their words may be difficult for you, or you occasionally may lie to others. You may not be able to recognize your own mistakes and not listen to good advice. Also, in your overconfidence, you might feel that you do not need help from others. Combust Mercury, who is inauspicious, creates stubbornness, arrogance, and selfishness. This can also affect interpersonal relationships. Teamwork will not give expected results as the team dynamics can be affected. At home, arguments with the siblings and neighbors are expected. Decision making can get difficult as the intelligence is mixed with self entitlement. The intelligence will be used for selfish purposes as it is difficult to think of others in this time. So, when Mercury is combust in transit, try to postpone important decisions until after he comes out of combustion. If possible, sign important contracts and take financial decisions only after Mercury becomes normal in the skies. Whenever Mercury gets combust in the skies, there is a sense of inferiority. Mercury knows that he has been destroyed by the harshness of the sun and he is extremely uncomfortable. He feels defeated, dejected. So, this results in a mix of superficial, exaggerated bravado over an underlying sense of inferiority. You internally know that all your Mercury abilities are hollow, but you cannot stop yourself from projecting that you are superior in this context. Whenever Mercury gets combust in the skies, traveling becomes more tiring and people may travel unnecessarily. So, if you have to travel in this time, double check your tickets and bookings and keep a margin for delays and unexpected events. Whenever Mercury gets combust, the financial markets also get turbulent. So, if you are a stockbroker or you make your money through the financial markets, you should be alert during this time. And then there are the three remedies for balancing the planetary energies. The first is to intelligently modulate your behavior so that you are in sync with the energy of the planets. This is possible if you are a student of jyotish and know what is happening in your horoscope. The mind and the mental processes may seem stuck during this time. So learn to exercise your mind, solve puzzles, write, read something new every day. Try to meet up with your friends and people who are the same age as you are. Avoid overstimulating your mind. Avoid drugs and other hallucinogenic agents. Also, do not argue or speak bad words. And most important is to give your mental processes enough rest. Sleep is important. On the energy level, healing the Vishuddhi chakra can help during this time. The second remedy is doing mantra of the planets to balance their energies. The best remedy for the sun is to give arghya in the morning to the newly risen sun. It just takes 1 cup full of water to do this. And for Mercury, you can recite the mantra for Mercury on Wednesdays, that is on Budhvar. Om Brahm Brim Braum Sa Budhaya Namah. Om Priyangukalikashamam Rupenam Pratimam Budham Saumyam Saumya Gunopetam Tam Budham Pranamamyaham. Doing pujas of Bhagwan Vishnu on Wednesdays is also very helpful for balancing Mercury's energy. And the third option for balancing energies, as per Maharshi Parashar, is to give the dan, offering the unbalanced energy to a consciousness capable of accepting it, to offer the items connected to Mercury to a temple or to the running water or the sea. Doing these remedies mindfully and with a strong intention for auspiciousness will help sort out the energies in your life, and you will be able to consciously use the power of Mercury coupled with the sun for your personal gain. So use the power of Jyotish in your life mindfully. Thank you for watching. Namaste.